Hello and welcome to the CSF3103 lab series. This is Lab 7. In this lab, we are going to go over Chaosreader application to examine a Pcap file. So how Chaosreader works. So Chaosreader traces all the TCP, UDP, and other sessions that found in a Pcap file or TCP DOM or Snoop. So basically it looks into data found in a Pcap file. In our case, in this lab, we're going to use a Pcap file. So Chaosreader is going to fetch the application data found in the Pcap file, so lab07.pcap. So after parsing the network traffic found in lab07.pcap, Chaosreader generates an HTML index file, right, that links all session details, including real-time replay program for Telnet, which is we are going to look into the Telnet session later on in this lab, right, and also our login, IRC, and VNC sessions. All right, so here let's just follow the lab here. In task 1, we need to get the necessary Pcap file. So this file is stored in bblearn under Lab07 folder. Right. So if I go here, this is Lab7, and so we need to download this to our local machine. Again, send it to ourselves by email, and then access your email from within Security Onion. Download it. I already did that, so I can show you here if I go to the terminal. So I'm in the ACT homes directory. If I do ls, I have created a folder or a directory called Lab7. Right? If I go in Lab7, change directory to Lab07, do ls here to view the contents. So this is the file I emailed to myself, and I downloaded to Lab07 directory here, right? So now it's a gzip file, so it's a compressed file, again like what we did in the previous labs. So lab 6 and lab 5, we need to decompress this file. All right, so since it's a gz, we need to use gunzip. Right, so gunzip and the lab07.pcap.gz. Right, so if I do ls now to view the contents, now it's decompressed. So so far this is what I have done, right? So what you need to do now, I have only one file, which is lab07.pcap, right, in the lab07 directory, as I just showed you just right here. So now what I need to do is I need to use the Chaosreader command with the switch -v, which is verbose. It shows me what is going on when I hit the enter. All right, so now we need to just use the Chaosreader command. Let me go to the terminal. Let me clear this. Chaosreader. So it's already installed. You don't need to install the Chaosreader. So -v and lab07.pcap. So I'm going to hit enter right now here. And then it, it's doing the the magic is going to trace all the TCP and UDP sessions, right, and other sessions as well. So if I do ls now in this directory, if you remember before, we had only one file, which is which is the lab07.pcap. But now, see, I have a lot of files here, which is Chaosreader. You see, including images and all these here, all the sessions, TCP and UDP and other sessions that traced by Chaosreader that found in this Pcap file. All right, so now this is what we have done here. Now we need to access this, because Chaosreader, what it does actually now, it builds, right? It's after the parsing the network traffic. So Chaosreader generates an HTML index file. So there is an index file here. If we go here, we should see it in here. All right, so that's the index file where we can just access it as a website. All right, so it's an index file dot HTML. So you see here, all these are the sessions. Just go up here. All these are the sessions. All right, so now we need to access the index.html file from our browser. So I'm just going to open a browser here. Just going to go to, we have to write this file colon slash slash slash. If you notice here, there are 3 slashes here, right? So, and then I'm going to give the path to the Lab07, and then inside Lab07 I have my index.html. So it's home slash act slash lab07 slash index.html, and hit enter. And now I have access to the report, right? So this is the Chaosreader report. All right. So now here, if I go back again to the lab, we see the same thing here. So the lab has the 3 parts. Right? Here it has image report. So the report, the Chaosreader report has 3 parts. So image report, get post report, and HTTP proxy log. So now here we need to answer these questions here at the bottom, where there these questions related to the telnet session, and it's giving us the session ID. So here is 1020. We go back here. You can just do Control F and look for that. Let me do that. Control F, 1020. Okay. So that's not a session, that's a port. So this is the session here, and the session ID. So then what do you need to look for? You need actually to click on as HTML, and then you can see a lot of information where you can answer these questions. There. right? So you need to answer all these questions where you can find all the answers are here in this page, right? So now to go back to the report, you just need to hit the back arrow here in the browser, and then you're gonna go back to the chaos report. So after we return to the main Chaosreader report page, there are two questions here we need to answer related to this image here, right? So if we go back here to image report, and then we just need to go down and look for that image. So this is the image here. So this is the image where they're asking us two questions where we need to answer these. So here in task 3 that we can replay any session. So any session that has dot replay extension. Okay, I'm gonna show you this in a little bit here. Like say here in the lab, this session underscore 1020 telnet dot replay. So this one we can replay it using the command line. Any session that has this extension that replay, we can replay it using the command line or the terminal, where you can see exactly what happened and what the user has had done. All right. So in this task, we are going to replay a telnet session using the command line. So let me go back here to security onion. Before I do that, let me just show you the all the sessions that has the extension dot replay. So ls, since I'm in the Lab07, so if I do ls here, I see all the sessions, right? So I can do ls just and use the grep. So grep and index, for example, we can look at the index, the files, the sessions that have the index. So we have index.html. This is the one that we the Chaosreader generates, right? To as an HTML to link all the sessions details, including the real-time replay programs for telnet, rlogin, IRC, and VNC session, right, as we mentioned before. So here also we can just look for the replay. It will show us all the files that has the replay, right? So here we have session underscore 0002.telnet. This is the one that according to the lab we are going to replay. You can replay the other ones too, but this is the one that we are going to replay now, and we are going to use the command /, right? So if you have any file that has the extension replay, you can execute it using the command /, and then give the file name. So now here 1020.telnet.replay. Right. So here once I hit enter, it's going to replay this telnet session, right, and then show you exactly what the user had done here. So enter. Now I'm not typing anything, it's doing this automatically by itself. And this one here, it's exactly, I'll show you now. So So now this is what the user is typing actually, right? So this is the last command there. Okay, now if I go up here from here, and then I go back here to the Chaosreader report, I'm gonna go back to the main report page and say, let me just search for the that session 1020. So it's here. If I click here again as HTML, if you look here, password is starting with this right here, and I come back here to the terminal, just put it aside. So this is exactly what happened actually, right? So if you look, then it says here login incorrect here, and then it has these here, the other login here, right? And the password is entered because it doesn't show the password, right? So last login Monday 4th Jan 4th 1714, and here it shows that here exactly the same, but that one simulates exactly what had happened. Alright, so that's it about this lab. I hope this has been informative, and I would like to thank you for viewing.